As is evident, we are home. Pulled in yesterday, stepped out of the car, and something said, "Oh my God." I don't know what Uncle did. We got home. Every one of these pots were just black water. All the fish were dead. Half the plants were dead. All three of these front ones. And just on top of this is some of the stuff I've salvaged. On top of a bunch of this stuff and the lilies, just lots and lots of extra fish food. I think he just overfed them. They stuffed themselves and died off and just rotted the water. It stunk like mucky old pond water. Salvaged what I could out of there. All the lilies are gone except for one. That one I was actually growing is the only one that survived. I've got it in the back, cleaned the pot out, or basically flushed out whatever was on top of that. I pulled the rocks out, washed them, cleaned everything inside there, cleaned the pots all out, let them set overnight, so if there was any bacteria hanging around in there, it could dry out and hopefully die off. Filled them up this morning. I'm going to get some rocks back in there. You can see how dark. No, that's not too bad now because I just added a whole bunch of water to this, but there's still dead fish floating around in here. All the dead plant material in there. And it still stinks. But I put clean water in here yesterday and grabbed what I could off the top that looked like it might survive and threw it in here. And most of this stuff here died. I did save a couple pieces. The one that I had in the pot still looked okay. So that one's in there. Anyhow, lost pretty much everything up here. Got to start from scratch again. So I just finished filling these up. I'm going to get some rock in here, get some of these plants distributed out after I clean them up a little bit. As I said, I just added a bunch more water to that to kind of dilute the water down a little bit, so I'll be able to clean the bottoms of the roots and stuff off a little bit because there's still dead fish floating around in there. But I'll bet I lost 100 fish. I don't even know. I managed to find 4 little tiny brand new babies. They must have laid the eggs, died, and then the eggs hatched just a couple days ago because they're really tiny. I just happened to catch 4 of them and they're in there somewhere. So they'll end up back in one of these pots, or if they haven't died overnight, I don't know. But that was clean water yesterday too. I put clean water in there and pulled, like I said, this stuff here out and put it in there. But we'll get all this stuff transferred back into the pots. Start from scratch. At least I have a little bit better idea this time around what to do. Today, I don't know. The Nines market is in a couple days. I'll probably go get some more fish and restock. And then come up with a new plan for the next time we leave, because we got to take off on the 20th, but only for a couple days. I told Sompit I'd have been better off just leaving the things fend for themselves and hope they don't kill off too many, because literally lost everything out here. And just before we left, I'd taken the 2 big goldfish out of that other pot, put them out here in this one, so I lost those. I don't know what happened back there. The water looks good. I found 1 dead goldfish in there, but there's 2 more missing, so I don't know if a bird got in there and got a hold of them or what, but where they got died and decayed and went into the pump, I don't know, but the water looks good because I had that filter on there the whole time, running on a timer. It was running 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours at night, so it would aerate and filter the water. The water looks good. I did take a couple of these before we left. I don't know if I showed it or not, but I put a couple of these in there to just kind of help bring the nitrogens down a little bit while we were gone. But yeah, like I said, it had 1 dead in there and there's a couple missing. I don't know where they're at. Like I said, maybe the birds got in there and got a hold of them. But at least some goldfish survived over there, but these were a total loss. And as I said before, I had like 3 different species in there, 3 different species of guppies in there, and 3 different fish species in there. They're all gone. As you can see, we're out and about. Got some activity back here we need to talk about. Look at this fence down here. Sompit decided she wanted some straw. I walked out here. She went and got the motorbike and rode it. Anyhow, so she got somebody to come out and bale the neighbor's straw over there in that field. And now he's over here in our field. But I I told her now we got to figure out how we're going to get all this shit onto our property and where we're going to put it. But now she's telling me that some of it's going to go to the durian farm. So I don't know if they're going to come and help collect shit up or what. Good old square baler. Something's wrong. You drove right through there and a lot of straw laying there yet. That's a rough ride. This field he could run the same direction as the harvester, so it isn't so rough. Our field's so small, the harvester's going every direction, so it's having to cross the ridges on it. Well, it don't look like we got much out of here. God, there's a lot of straw on the ground. Look at all the straw. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 or 11 bales, but there's a ton of straw here. Apparently that doesn't get down very short, it just gets the shit that's stacked on top. I don't know who this guy is. So she, two things yesterday. She went out and tried to get somebody to get us some dirt hauled in here so we could, like fill the swimming hole and a couple little low spots. But they said they're too busy. I don't know. So we'll probably take the pickup to wherever they're digging dirt and see if we can get a couple bucketfuls of, backhoe buckets full of dirt stuck in the back of the truck. And get it over here and fill our holes sometime next week. And then she talked to them about coming and digging a fish pond or canals or something here, and they said it's still too wet underneath to start digging, so that'll be another month out yet before that starts happening. Yeah, apparently they just go around and collect the stuff that's up on top of the stalks. And I can see why it's so rough. You'd tear up the front of that baler if you try to get it down close to the ground. I only see 2 bales so far out of this. We harvested another bunch of bananas yesterday, and we got another one popped out. And the one that popped out is on a tree that we had already harvested. Not on a tree, but on a group. The bulb is called a corum, so corum. Oh, she's still got a couple trees left here. It survived. Not much that way, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. This one looks like it died. But I'm going to suggest we go right on the other side of the pond here. She wants canals. I want a pond. So I'm going to suggest we run a canal right on the other side of this fence on that side. All the way across where the tractor is to there. Canal here, a canal here. Canal right down in front of him now, and a canal here. So we got an area right in front of me where we could pull in and drive across, put a culvert there so we can drive all the way to the canal, and then up over to where I want to put the well, and dig a fish pond in that corner. So basically you have a canal coming across about where the front of the tractor is now, with a pond in front of him, and then 3 branches coming off that one canal. One here, one straight down the middle, and one down that side. And that gives us planting area all the way around and a road right through here all the way to the back into the well. And then put a covered growing area over there for vegetables and shit for her to screw around with. I think he's about done. Get these little bit right here, and he's knocking half of it out of the way. They should get like a side delivery rake to hang off the front corner of that tractor and just kind of spin that shit up off the ground. There's a lot of straw gonna be left here. I don't know who that guy is. I don't know why she brought her bike over here. That big wad of barbed wire I gotta get rid of. I thought we dug a hole and buried all that shit, but evidently not. But yeah, we got a new banana flower, heart, whatever you call it, right up there with bananas coming out. She said we harvested, oh, maybe we did. There's a cut off stump. Yeah, this is the one we just harvested a few weeks ago. It's already got another one coming out. And none of these other ones have yet. that we've harvested. Oh, yeah, we do, right there. There's one coming out right there. And we've harvested that one. Woohoo! Happy days are here again. Free bananas. Woohoo, woohoo. She hasn't seen this one yet. I noticed this tree here in a video from last year. It was probably about where my hand is right here, this palm, so that thing's more than doubled in size. And these are actually, I keep looking at them, they're actually doing better than I thought they were. It's all Napier grass right there. This shit needs to get cut out of there and fed to the cows. Here she comes, I gotta show her this banana.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my God, I didn't even see that one. What the hell? This is that one I keep whacking up, chopping off. How can that even be? Well, hell, now it's got 2 bananas on the same corum.
Oh, I know the trick now.
Really don't even have to climb up there to cut the bananas off. I don't think it's going to get very big, though. It's already opening up. I bet it don't even get bananas. Oh, there's a few in there.
Oh,
But it's so small, I don't think it's going to get much. But that new one's on the same corum. That blows my mind, because that's that one I keep chopping off, trying to keep the nutrients for the other one. That is crazy.
I didn't see banana. Just
Yeah. No, there's some in there.
Oh, have some banana.
Yeah. I can't believe that one popped bananas. That one I kept abusing. This one here's got a little ways to go before it's ready. This is the one we got bananas on originally, the first group. Got to go to Cantilac today and get some fish food for the pond. So tomorrow is the Nines market. We're going to go back in there and get some fish to put in those front pots. My goldfish were really sluggish. I don't know what's wrong with that water, so I pulled them out just a little bit ago and put them out in one of them pots I redid yesterday and put a bubbler in there. Try to get those things back to normal, back to life, whatever. Pond level is way down. It'll drop probably another half meter from there. But because the water level's dropping and no new water's coming in, you can see it's not that green. But when it starts filling up and the new water's coming into the pond, that's when it gets green, because it's pulling all the minerals out of the dirt. But right now the water's basically, I'm not saying going out, but it is going out of the pond as the level drops. The water in the pond is going back out into the dirt, and that's why it's dark brown now. This is the sugar cane that was on the pole standing ceremony when we built the house. So y'all seen the house build video where Alan the builder prefers the flat shingles on these roofs. That's why when I did the original flat roof video, I kept saying I recommend you look at it. Recommend you take a look at it, because I don't know. I've no experience with them, don't know anything about them. I just seen them over there. Had some thoughts on them. And I have to be honest, all due respect to Alan, but somebody's making them work, because if they all leak, if they're a problem, I would think nobody'd be using them, and there wouldn't be a market for them. They'd quit making them. So I still going to say I suggest you do some research. What I will say is, I wish I had them with me. I don't have them with me. Peter's house, they put a different type of bird guard on it. If you remember, mine just sit on the little steel inside with a sticker, and the birds keep pushing them out. The one they put on his actually goes on the fascia board, screws into it, and then they put a piece of trim over that to hide the exposed part. But those you can actually take and put them on the fascia board and shove them up tight against the shingles and then screw them in. And I'm probably going to end up having to do that here. Just see if I can get a bunch of those pieces and then just hire somebody to come in. I got a ladder for them, but they can just come in and work their way around the house, put them in all the way around, and then paint it for me. The fascia board, the trim board. Yeah, you can see how much darker the water is now. It's normally green from the minerals. I've got the air vent valve ordered for that primer line over there. that I put in right before we left. That will probably be here tomorrow or the next day, and we'll get that vent line back on. We just unhooked it and manually pulling the top off and filling it, put it back when it needs to. But like I said, I'll get that vent on there, then we'll be able to fill it out here like I was intended. Once we get something done back here, I'm planning on taking and putting like a set of steps or at least a nice smooth path out around here. Get rid of this fence here and across that end and just put barbed wire fence out on the canal all the way around our property. Keep the cows completely out of here so we can do whatever we want out there and not worry about the cows coming in. But yeah, I think I'm just going to put a walkway right down around here to that lower level because that down there is going to be about the height of that canal out there. Man, there's a lot of straw there. He couldn't even get that picked up. I think he only got like 4. Yeah, there's no bales on all this side. There's 1, 2, 3. I think he got 4 bales out of our whole field. Both of those whole fields might be 10 bales of hay, straw. It's hard enough. I can probably just take the pickup, drive out there and load them up. Well, maybe not though. That looks mud there. I don't want to get stuck out there. It hasn't rained for, I don't know, a couple of weeks. I don't think it rained while we were gone. I didn't see anything in the forecast. I was kind of watching it, but God, last year she had ours baled, and I want to say we got 10 bales off just ours last year. But they hand harvested it too, so maybe they brought a different kind of baler in and cut it. I don't know. He's got 3 bales on the ground here, and he looks like he's almost done. Oh no, there's 3, 4, 5 bales, 6. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 1 on the baler. I don't know if she's buying these ones too or what. I don't know what her plan is. Because last year she was out there hand picking that shit. And there's going to be way more on the ground than what's in the bales. Last year she was going over there picking up by the handfuls and carrying it over here and piling it up. I'm going to go ask her, see if she's got him doing all these fields or what. But if some of these are going to the durian farm, then they need to come and help pick them up. I'm too old to be bucking bales. Did it as a kid, man. That sucks. You used to take balers, some of you know this, take balers like that and they'd hook a wagon behind them and that chute coming out of the baler would come right up on the flatbed and you'd ride on the flatbed through the field and as the bales would come out, you just take them and carry them to the back of the flatbed and start stacking them. Hot, dirty, miserable freaking work, man. Yeah, so I got these all cleaned out and new water in them yesterday. Set overnight. I moved all the goldfish up here because the smaller ones look like they're kind of having trouble back there. To be honest with you, they look pretty good now. I don't see, the little ones were staying right up here toward the top until I put this bubbler in here about 20 minutes ago. Now it looks like they're down hiding, which is good. Yeah, he'd clear down in the bottom now. I think I've salvaged enough of, well, I know I have. I've salvaged enough of these and these, I think, because I washed these all up. This one's still pretty dirty. But I washed these all up as best I could and put them back in here. But I got enough to get each pot going again. We ended up finding 4 little tiny guppies that were still alive. We threw those back in here. I seen one yesterday. I don't see any today. But they're so tiny, it'd be hard to see them. Pretty much a catastrophic event. So the tractor's still out here baling hay. I found out that she called the people that own that field and asked if we could have that hay. So she had him go over there and start baling that. As you can see in that corner, there's a dozen bales laying right there. There's getting a lot of straw off there. This one didn't get too much. Looks like half a dozen or more. But anyhow, we're getting that field, that field, that field, that field, that one, and he already got that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fields. So I asked the obvious question, which was, so how are we going to collect all these? Because you can't just walk out there and start carrying them from 200 yards away. Oh, I didn't think about that. So I think the rubber farm has call it a tuk-tuk, but it's one of those long rice tractors, the little iron buffalo is what I call them, with a wagon. So I think the plan is to try to get a hold of them. There's quite a few bales over there where he's at right now. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. Let me get over here and See if we can zoom in on that. But get that, because you can see there's still mud spots out there, so you can't just drive out there with a pickup, because that was my first thought. But anyhow, we're going to get the tuk-tuk tractor, Iron Buffalo, whatever you want to call it, with a wagon behind it. Or this is the plan. We haven't done it yet. But and see if we can just get one of them out here and just drive around. I'm going to hire some freaking guys to throw the shit on there. I'm not going to do it. I bucked too much hay when I was a kid. I'm not going to do it anymore. Man, they have cleared all those trees out of there. Oh, hell, I didn't even notice. They took that great big tree out over there, too. Shit. Anyhow, we got to collect the bales off all these fields now. And, of course, the second obvious question is, where are you going to put them? I was thinking over there by the Salah. Where are you going to stack them? I said, just start on this side of the driveway and out that end, just start lining them up here, go about 4 high. Leave me room to get the pickup back in here so I can get dirt over there, but just whatever you don't send to the rubber farm, stack them right here on this side. Nice, put some kind of a rack on there to keep them up off the concrete so they won't rot on the bottom, but I don't see where we got a choice right at the minute. She said she'd like to keep 40 of them, so hopefully she doesn't change her mind just to get the rest out at the rubber farm. I mean, to get them out there, they're going to have to come in here with something to haul them anyhow, so we might as well, whatever they bring here to haul those, just load them right on there and head out there with them rather than put them here and then reload them. I didn't come here to be a farmer. All right, so tractor guy just left. Ended up with a bale count of 157. And I'm not going to give you all the little numbers, the how many this, how many discount, price discount, if that's that. In the end, it was 2,000 baht is what she paid him for the 157 bales. Now, the straw is free because the people that own the land said, yeah, just bale it if you want. But that's like 12.75 baht per bale because the whole 157 bales are going to be like 60 bucks. So it's cheap, cheap, cheap. Thing is, I don't know what the hell we're going to do with 157 bales. She about pooped her pants when he said that. How many? Oh my God. She don't know what she's going to do. Yeah, we're going to have to get a team in here to pick them up because I ain't going to pick them bastards up. Doesn't look like he got much off that field. I see a few laying around, but this one over here, he got a bunch. I bet he got 100 out of that field right there. She's eating right now. She gets done, we're going to go run over Cantaloupe. Or I am. I don't know if she's going to go. I've been trying to go for 2 days. She just... Well, it's a cool morning in Paradise. Sunpit's not home yet. She stayed at Mom's last night. We went to the Nines Market yesterday. And we got some more fish to start restocking these. See some... Oh, there's some of the black ones up from last time. But I got some of these black and white goldfish. I think I got 5 of those because they were like 5 for 20 baht or something like that. No, these were 25 baht a piece, so I got 4 of them. That's what it was. So all 3 of the black bug-eyed ones I had in the other pond, in the waterfall, have survived. As you can see, we picked up some lilies. Got one in there, one in here. That one opened up yesterday. This one should open up today because it wasn't mature enough to open yesterday. Black and white goldfish in there and some black ones. All of the goldfish have died. I don't know what happened while we were gone. It's a moot point now. And then we picked up a couple different varieties of small fish to put in here. Those red ones that were doing so well in here and had gotten so big before the unnatural disaster hit. Right there's one. We picked up some more of those. The fish vendor did not have any more of those neon colored ones that just dart all over the place. Those things are pretty cool, but she didn't have any yesterday. We didn't get a lot of fish. I just got, like I said, we get 5 to put in there, 10 little guppies to put in there to get that thing started, and 10, I think we got 5 of the red ones and 5 of, I don't even know what they are. They're like a white fish, and each of their scales have black on the end of it, so it almost looks like you could see the skeleton of the fish through it. I don't see any in there right now. I have no badakas anymore. They all got executed. So I think we have come up with a plan for out here. Sunpit has talked to the digger. He doesn't want to dig until it dries out some more. like probably next month or the month after. You get the water table down quite a bit. But essentially, we're just going to fill the whole thing, probably level with the canal, so to speak. And we got a plan for some waterways through here and a garden area and a pond back there in the corner. You'll see it later on. Fed the fish already. Water level in the pond is way down, but I expected that. See, I just fed you guys, man. Look at them. I just fed them 15 minutes ago. It takes them about 2 minutes to clear that shit out. Vent for that filler tube over there should be here today, so I'll get that done. Project today is I'm going to get this water line and that water line up out of the grass where we can see them and put a guard around them so I can weed eat right up to them without smacking the water line. Basically just a thick piece of PVC pipe.